Hi guys, welcome to a new episode of World of Figures and Gaming, and today we are looking at the ringside collectibles of the Usos! Yes! The ultimate edition of the Usos, Jimmy and Jey Uso. Now, I am going to say, I have actually already opened these, and I actually already started doing a review. However, when I actually started doing the review, I didn't notice until I had pretty much finished what I was saying, that my phone had run out of space and had stopped recording. Yes, you can just imagine how fuming I was, and I had to put everything back in the box. And I found the other day that I actually hadn't put one of the t-shirts back in. So, one of the t-shirts is actually here. And I forgot to put it back in. It looks like I actually only opened one Uso. So, yes, I've got one to open. So, we'll start with the one that I actually already opened, which was the Jey Uso. Jey Uso. I had already opened and already started doing my review on. But, unfortunately, I ended up getting rid of the video, because I didn't know where I was up to with it, so I ended up getting rid of it. So, first of all, we get Jey out of the box, and there he is in all his glory. Really good Jey Uso figure. Obviously, he's changed his hair and stuff like that now, because these are based on the bloodline. So you get two alternative heads with Jey. I think you get two alternative heads with both of them. So you get your two alternative heads. You get bloodline hat. Then you get the necklace thing that they used to wear. Then you get the wands, fingers, and two closed fists. So let's just get these out. You also get a set of tag team championships of both Raw and SmackDown, before obviously they changed just recently. However, what I am actually quite... I actually didn't get all that much out of this box. I actually must have only got the figure out. Because the belts are actually still tied in. So, I'm just trying to get the plastic clips off. One thing, and probably one thing that really bugs me the most, I've just accidentally clipped that belt. This is... So, we get to the belts, and you are paying a lot of money for Ultimate Editions, because they are pretty much collector's items. But the belts are not shiny. They are matte. They are like a matte colour rather than shiny. They glisten that little bit, but to me they should be fully glossy belts. These are what we would call premium figures, and Mattel are literally ripping us off by... I know some people probably wouldn't be all that bothered, but for me, if you are paying a lot of money for these figures, they should go all the way. And they have not gone all the way with these. Now, I'm sure the Randy Orton that they actually brought out, I'm sure that his belt was actually shiny. Yet the Usos you are probably paying a lot more for because it was a double pack and an exclusive. And yeah, I think it's disgusting to try and like rip the people off like that. I really do think that is disgusting. Some people might have a whole different opinion on that, but I personally think it is ripping collectors off. When they have paid a whole lot of money for the Usos, because it is an exclusive. So here is Jey in all his glory. Now that I've got him out the box and everything, there is Jey. I really like this figure. I will say I really like the figure. Now they got glossy paint on the pants, but not glossy belts. Why? Come on, Mattel. Don't screw the people over. These are premium figures, for God's sake. I mean, that is Jey Uso's figure of the Ringside Collectibles exclusive. Now I am going to open the Jimmy. Oh, no. It was actually Jimmy Uso, not Jey. For God's sake. I could have sworn it said Jey. No, it was actually Jimmy I was showing, not Jey. So, I am now opening Jimmy. No, I'm opening Jey. I'm opening Jey. For God's sake. Oh, no. People are going to watch this video and think to themselves, he was talking about one figure and he's got another one in his hand. Oh, dear. Oh, God. So, yeah, so Jey, for me, Jey, this is a really, really good figure again, with the white armband. The only way you can really tell the difference between them is the hair on the back and the fact that Jey has got tattoos on both pecs and Jimmy's only got the one. Yeah, so he's only got the one side and Jey's got both sides of his chest tattooed. So we'll put that there. Obviously, again, you get the same accessory. You get the exact same accessories as the other Uso, which is the necklace, the T-shirt with the ones on, the belts, and then you just get the alternative heads of Jey. Drop one on the floor. You get the alternative heads of Jey. You get that one, and then the one that I've just dropped on the floor. I can't find it. It is there somewhere, and I will be able to get to it. But I'm not going to bother getting the belts out of there or anything at the moment, because they are exactly the same as what we've just seen on the Jimmy Uso. So Jey is there. Again, he's got bloodline written on the side. I think he's got bloodline written on the opposite leg to Jimmy. And But apart from that, everything is exactly the same on both figures, except for Jey has his red armband and the alternative side with bloodline written on it to what Jimmy has. But together, they are the Usos. And in all honesty, I was gonna say something and I can't remember what it was. But yeah, they are really really good figures, to be honest. The only thing I'm a little bit thingy with is it trying to tell the difference. If you don't know the difference between the armbands and everything, the tattoos and stuff, it's quite hard to tell the difference. Yeah, I know they're twins and everything and all that, and it's obviously that is thingy, but it's like basically buying the same figure twice in the same box set. The faces are different, I suppose you could say, and obviously they've got the different hairstyles and stuff, but it's still, they could do it. They could probably have done a lot better with that set. In all that, let's put the Usos on the turntable and let them spin right round, baby, right round. As I say, you get. Oh, that's what I didn't notice. Yes, you don't get the hat with Jey. So Jey obviously doesn't wear the hat at all. Yeah, so Jey never came with the hat. Only Jimmy did. And it makes sense because Jimmy, I know that he wore hats and everything. But like I say, you get the tag team belts with them, which now are unfortunately outdated. Well, I say unfortunately, but to be honest with you, it's fortunate because they needed to be changed. I prefer the WWE tag team belts to the World Tag Team belts though. What they brought into it, because I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the round circle design, but I suppose they've tried to make them look a little bit different this time, rather than looking exactly the same with just a different colour strap. So it makes sense for them to be different in shape and stuff. But then they could have done what they did with the original World Tag Team belts and WWE Tag Team belts, and add them with a similar type of shape, but with a whole different design on the front of them and everything. So yeah, they could have done a bit better with the design work of the belts, but I'm happy. I'm happy to get rid of the penny belts because I hated those belts, and I've even got one in replica as well, and I hate it. I really do hate it. So yeah, we I've just gone through the, obviously we've just gone through the Usos double pack from Ringside Collectibles, and in all honesty, the figures are absolutely amazing. Just like all the regular Ultimate Editions, they are fantastic figures. If it wasn't for them focusing just on certain people with the Ultimate Editions, I think I would possibly wait it out all the time and wait for Ultimate Editions, because I would prefer the Ultimate Editions to Elites and definitely over Basics, dirty Basics. But obviously they don't do absolutely everybody in Ultimate Editions. So you have to buy certain people. In Elites, I don't touch Basics. I don't touch them at all. If I do, I'd only buy them for like knee pads and stuff like that. But other than that, I don't really bother with basics whatsoever because I hate them. Although I must say the new basics that have got like the elite style legs where they come in and out that sideways rather than just out front ways. I possibly might look at getting females of basics now. Because that is pretty much how they used to be. They started off with the legs that you could do like the splits with and stuff like that. Because I've got the original Melina that was a basic in the day, and she had the legs that would split apart sideways as well as front and back. And they've pretty much gone back to doing that kind of thing, and the only thing that they have actually taken out from what they had with the originals is they don't have the waist, the bit on the chest where it moves back and two. The original basics did, and then they went to basics where they just basically, basic. The legs just went forward and backwards, and the arms didn't really have all that much of movement. They didn't have the wrist actions and stuff like that. But the new basics don't look too bad, so you never know. Some female basics might just make it to my collection. We never know. And I know what James would be saying if I get some of those in. You traitor! You got dirty basics! Yes, I do. I would. But as I say, it would only be females that I would get dirty basics of. So, until next time, I am out, and I hope you've enjoyed this video with the Usos. I couldn't really go into too much detail with them because, in all honesty, I don't know what it is about today's wrestlers. I just can't seem to really go into depth with them compared to like past superstars. So, yeah, it's one of those situations. But anyway, we just looked at the Ultimate Edition of the Usos. So until next time, I am out of here.